FastAPI is a modern web framework for building APIs with Python. In this video, we will introduce how to specify FastAPI as a dependency in the requirements.txt file. It may seem trivial at first glance, but it actually can matter a lot for your project. Let's check it out. You may want to use FastAPI Standard, as recommended in the official website, because it will install all the dependencies for local development. However, if we check what packages are installed in the virtual environment using pip freeze, you will be surprised. Up to 35 packages are installed. Most of them may never be used by your project. It will increase the size of your Docker image and will also increase the probabilities for package conflicts. In production, it's recommended to only install the minimal packages required. For a FastAPI project, we only need to install FastAPI and UV-Corn. The latter is an ASGI web server for running FastAPI applications. If we run pip freeze now, we can see the number of packages installed are dramatically reduced. In a FastAPI project, it's very common to use the Pydantic library to perform some custom data validation and conversion operations. How should we specify the dependency of Pydantic together with FastAPI? Most would take it for granted that since Pydantic is a dependency of FastAPI, we just need to have FastAPI in requirements.txt and don't need to have Pydantic. This can also be supported by the pip-dep-tree library, which is used to print the dependency tree in a virtual environment. If we run pip-dep-tree to check the top-level dependencies, only FastAPI and UV-Corn are shown. You can check the video for how to use pip-dep-tree in the given link below this video. However, it's recommended to specify Pydantic as a separate dependency in requirements.txt file because it's used explicitly in our code. Besides the best practice for explicitness and version control, the most important reason is future-proofing. Dependencies of packages can change. If FastAPI removes or changes its dependency on Pydantic, your code would fail if Pydantic isn't explicitly listed in your requirements.txt. Therefore, we should always list all the packages your code directly imports and uses, regardless of whether they are dependencies of other packages. This practice leads to more robust and maintainable code. You may be wondering if the explicitly specified Pydantic version will break the dependency tree of FastAPI. We don't need to speculate and be afraid. We can verify it with pip-dep-tree. As shown here, FastAPI has a very broad supported range for Pydantic, and thus it is not an issue. And even if it is, we can still handpick a version that works for both based on this dependency tree.